Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Merkah Kodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect and the 1/3. Alright? I'm the brother Mataza Art from the GMS Chicago camp, back with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be on most of us that are in this truth, you try to give this truth to your father or to your mom, all right? Because you're so you're on fire. You wanna let them know the truth in hopes that they will receive it, as you received it, all right? But it doesn't work out like that. Usually, that they never receive the truth, all right? But just because your parents are not in the truth does not mean you don't have to respect them, or you should not respect them, okay? No matter what, you should always be showing respect and appreciation to your mother and father. All right. There's a lot of brothers that have come in this truth, and they started arguing with their parents, and some brothers got kicked out from their parents' house, and sometimes the spirit of just have a brother move out from his parents' house, but a lot of times brothers just start treating their parents different, acting like they're on a whole nother level just because they're in the truth and their parents are not. So it's very important, and I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, but it's very important to respect your mom, respect your mother and your father, even if they can't receive this truth, because they can still get mercy. They can still get saved through you, okay? But this is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 22:9. If children live honestly and have wherewithal, they shall cover the baseness of their parents. But children being haughty through disdain and want of nurture do stain the nobility of their kindred. Okay? So, regardless, we have to show respect, to your father and to your mom. All right? The truth might not be meant for them to get. Okay? But this is the scripture that proves that that they can be saved through you. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's why it says, if children, Ecclesiasticus 22:9, if children live honestly and have wherewithal, they shall cover the baseness of their parents. All right. So your parents can get saved through you. Okay? This is Proverbs 1:8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. You see? So nowhere in the scriptures does it say if your father and your mother can't accept this truth that you don't have to listen to them, or you could disregard everything or disrespect them, treat them any old way just because they're not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know it's hard being around, being around, family members that aren't in the truth and you are. I know it's hard, but it's also a good challenge to give yourself, because a wise man would know how to, turn his switch on and off. All right, you got to be incognito sometimes. This is Exodus 20:12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. See? Honor thy father and thy mother. Okay? And hopefully there's young brothers that are listening to this video. You might have just came in this truth, and hopefully you take heed to this. Even myself, I've gotten into some yelling matches with my mother, pertaining to this truth. And but then I realized I was just wasting my energy, and it was just not meant for her to get. All right, but I still try to show her the utmost respect. All right, because the scripture says, "Honor thy father and thy mother." Okay. This is Proverbs 23:22. Hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. You see? Hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. Alright? So, it's just important to we don't want to. That's what has when you start treating your parents, like crap, or you just being real disobedient and disrespectful just because they can't receive this truth. That's when you start making this ministry look like a cult. When you start doing stuff like that. Alright? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai wrote these things down in the scriptures for a reason. And we're to show respect to our mother and fathers. Alright? This is Proverbs 30 and 17. Proverbs 30 and 17. The eye that mocketh at his father and despiseth to obey his mother, the ravens of the valley shall pick it out, and the young eagles shall eat it. Okay? So, hey, you don't want to, the Lord doesn't like that when you disrespect, your father, or disobey your mom. And that's why you got all these YNs out here running around. Alright? They don't have no respect for their mother or father. Alright? but they don't believe in the scriptures anyway. So, you know, but I got one more scripture, and I'm gonna end it on this. This is Colossians 3:20. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright? So, at the end of the day, man, just because your parents are not in this truth doesn't mean to not respect them. Alright? We're supposed to honor our mother and honor our father. Alright? So hopefully this was an edifying lesson. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakat Kodash, and double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.